Hello my friends! I thought you could use a little sweet treat today to go with your coffee or tea, so I am sharing with you my recipe for Apricot Biscotti. These little delights offer the perfect amount of crunch, just the right amount of sweetness, and are finished off with a simple glaze to make them pretty. They have a slight nuttiness from some sliced almonds and great little chewy bits from dried apricots. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how we make these. So we start with 1 stick of softened butter, and we're just going to get that into our mixer first. And to that we will add 1 cup of white granulated sugar. And we're just going to beat those together for a couple minutes to get them all creamed together. It is really important to use softened butter and not cold butter because cold butter just will not cream together with your sugar. Alright, that looks good. So now we are going to add in 2 eggs. And we'll give that a quick mix to incorporate those eggs. Make sure you stop midway through and scrape down your bowl so nothing gets left behind. And here we're also going to add some of our flavorings. We are going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of almond extract. And we'll let that all continue mixing together until it is fully combined. Alright, that is looking good. So we are ready now to get our dry ingredients ready. In a separate bowl, we will combine 3½ cups of all-purpose flour with a half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a gentle stir to combine. And then we will add our dry ingredients into our mixer with our wet ingredients. Turn your mixer on low to medium to start those ingredients combining together. And when that's starting to look like it's getting mostly mixed in, your dough is starting to come together, we will add in a half a cup of sliced almonds, as well as 3/4 cup of chopped dried apricots. That's about 16 whole apricots. And then turn your mixer back on for a few more spins to mix in those almonds and apricots. Now we don't want to overmix our flour in this. We don't want our cookies to be tough. So at this point we're going to remove our bowl from our mixer and just use a spoon to finish mixing in any last bits of flour that might still be left in your bowl. Alright, that looks good. Let's get this ready to bake. So we'll dump our biscotti dough onto a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, dividing it into 2 pieces. And we're just going to shape each chunk into a small loaf, making your loaf about 3 to 4 inches wide and about 3/4 of an inch thick. These do not need to be perfect or pretty. They're going to be sliced up anyways, but you do want to give them a good press together so that they hold together, and then uniform thickness so that they bake evenly. When you're done, we will bake these in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes or until the center is firm. Alright, those look good. You can see they're just starting to get light golden brown around the edges. The center is nice and firm. We are going to let these cool right here on our cookie sheet for 15 minutes. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, well we can't eat it yet. We have to wait. So once our biscotti loaves have cooled for the 15 minutes, we'll transfer them to a cutting board and slice them into 1/2-inch slices. we'll place them back onto the parchment-lined cookie sheet, lying on their side. These are fully baked at this point and totally fine to eat if you want to sneak a taste, but we're going to give them a second quick bake to really get a nice crunchy exterior on these biscotti. So we'll pop them back into the oven to bake for 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes, just flip them over and we'll put them back in the oven one more time for 7 more minutes to toast on the other side. Alright, our biscotti are all done baking, so now we just need to let them cool completely on a wire rack. These biscotti are actually really delicious just on their own, but we're going to assemble a quick simple glaze just to make them look pretty. For our glaze, we will use a half a cup of powdered sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, and about 2 tablespoons of cold water. Just add 1 tablespoon at a time, stirring it in well and adding more as needed to reach your desired icing consistency. That looks good, perfect drizzling consistency for our icing. Let's get out our cooled biscotti. And we'll just drizzle small spoonfuls at a time all over our biscotti. There are a lot of different glaze recipes out there. I like to keep it simple though and do this the way my grandmother taught me how, with essentially just powdered sugar and water, and I like to just add that little bit of almond extract to bring out that almond flavor in our biscotti. We can dress it up and keep it simple at the same time. When you're all done, to help this icing set up, I like to stick these in the fridge just for a little bit, just to help harden up that icing, and then you are ready to serve these delicious apricot biscotti. Oh my, those look so good. I am definitely going to need a cup of coffee with one of these. And that is it, my friends. Our simple apricot biscotti are all done. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for notifications on all of our future recipe videos. Have a great day!